This is Solo P1. Solo P1. Episode 44 of the Flaming Tarmac. Should we go again? Solo P1 episode 44 of the Flaming Tarmac. So it's official. Mick Schumacher is leaving Haas, and I do not agree with this at all. We're never going to get the real answer of the reason why Mick Schumacher's leaving. We're never, ever going to get the answer. It's never going to happen. You got statements from Gunther Steiner saying, we're leaving. It's on a good note. You got Ralf Schumacher, as always, in the paper, talking about Mick Schumacher should have stayed there. Obviously, he's going to be a big advocate for, that's his nephew. Obviously, that's his job. If he didn't say nothing, I'd be surprised if Ralf Schumacher didn't say anything. At the end of the day, it's Michael Schumacher's brother and Mick Schumacher's uncle. So obviously he's going to do what he's going to do. Even though I do not like the guy, because the amount of crap he's talked about Lewis Hamilton, he's doing what he's got to do. But the fact is, Mick Schumacher is not going to be in Formula 1 next season. And I do not agree with this. He's getting replaced by Nico Hülkenberg. Now, Nico Hülkenberg, it's not like it's Sebastian Vettel. It's not like it's an ex-driver who's actually won races. I'd even take Daniel Ricciardo, but Nico Hülkenberg has never won a race in his life. He's had more bad luck than Roman Grosjean, equal to Roman Grosjean. Why are they bringing him back? Is it because he's cheaper? Is it because he's demanding less? We don't know. We're never going to know. All we can do is speculate. I am a F1 reviewer. I am a podcaster. And all we can do is speculate sometimes. And in this situation, we're never going to know. Now, I would have kept Mick Schumacher there. You've got an experienced driver there already. You've got Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen is a great driver. He's got the experience, and anybody can learn. Anybody who comes into Formula 1 as a rookie, anybody can learn off Kevin Magnussen. If Kevin Magnussen was in a Red Bull, he could win the title, hands down. If he was in Max Verstappen's teammate, he would win the title, hands down. Definitely. I couldn't see Kevin Magnussen turning over for Max Verstappen. I could never see that. For me, I would have kept Mick Schumacher. Because Schumacher could have learnt a lot of Magnussen and give him a couple more years, right? He could have progressed into a great driver. I know he could have. It's in his DNA. I know there's been a lot of drivers in Formula 1 that's come in Formula 1 who hasn't really pulled off. There's like, you got the father's a legend. They come into Formula 1 and they don't really do anything. But I just saw something in Mick Schumacher. I saw it in Formula 2. He was a Formula 2 world champion. You don't become a Formula 2 world champion if you're just an average driver. They should have kept him. The name alone, the prestige of that name, Mark Schumacher, that Schumacher name is legendary in Formula 1. And I would have kept that name in, even just for advertising only. But Mick Schumacher deserves another chance. For me, the team, it doesn't matter who goes there, the team's still going to be dog shit anyway. Let's face it, you know what I mean? Haas is not really going to win anything ever. They're not going to win no podiums, right? They're not going to win no races. So, what do you expect Mick Schumacher to do? Do you expect him to go in there and start winning races? Why? Because my dad's Michael Schumacher. It doesn't work that way. He needs the tools to do it. It's not like it's a Alpine. I reckon if he was an Alpine, he could win some races or have a chance. But he's not going to get nowhere with Haas. So why set him up to fail? And Ferrari's dropped him as well, so he's in a bit of a predicament at the moment. The rumours are going around that Mick Schumacher is looking for somewhat another team so it could be like a third driver. Now, we know Stoffel Vandoorne is not with Mercedes. He's exited Mercedes. We know that Dan Ricciardo is most likely to me. I'll get into Dan Ricciardo in a minute. I think that Mick Schumacher, in my opinion, this is not rumours, this is just my personal opinion. I think Mick Schumacher would be a nice slotted at Mercedes as a third driver. They haven't got a third driver now. Stoffel Vandoorne's gone. And he's German as well. Mercedes is a German manufacturer. They would like someone like Mick Schumacher down the line to replace Hamilton when Hamilton finally retires. When Hamilton retires, Mick Schumacher could come in and fill that slot. George Russell by then will be a veteran at Mercedes, and them two together will be an amazing team. I could see it. You'll have the British driver, just like when you had Nico Hülkenberg and Lewis Hamilton, the British driver and the German driver. Happy days. I could see it happen in the future because Lewis Hamilton has got 3-4 years left. Mick Schumacher comes in and be a third driver, learns off Lewis, learns off Russell. That experience alone, he could drive the sim. He could be the sim setup with Anthony Davidson, and they can both work on the simulator, and he can nurture and grow. And when it comes to the point where Lewis Hamilton's not there, Mick Schumacher, boom, can take his place. And that's the way I would do it. Forget Haas, forget Alfa Romeo, forget Aston Martin, forget Red Bull, forget it. Go with, if he's got a chance to go to Mercedes, which personally I think he's going to, go with Mercedes. Trust me. Now, Dan Ricciardo, we know he's going as well. I watched his press conference today. He was talking about that you might see his quote, good looks around the paddock next year. That's what he said. Now, there's only one place he's going to go as a third driver, and for me, it's going to be Red Bull. He's not going to Mercedes. Never going to happen. I don't know where that rumor came from. That was some stupid mark in his bedroom and knows nothing about Formula One. Probably he's got a 2022 account. Put that rumor out there and say, oh, there's rumors. Listen, there's no rumor. There was never a rumor. Not going to happen. He ain't going to Mercedes. I could see him going to Red Bull. Especially after this thing, what's going on with Checo, where Max disrespected him, and now Red Bull are trying to play it down. They're trying to say, oh yeah, everything's been sorted. We'll all agree on each other. Everything's all sorted. Yeah, right. That's what you're trying to tell us, but we know deep down that team is fractured. Let me tell you something now. For once you come out on the radio, once you come out on the, in an interview, and then you out your team, especially a team like Red Bull, your days are numbered. Your days are numbered because they do not care who's in that second seat. Their man is Max Verstappen, and it doesn't matter who goes in that second seat. It doesn't matter who he is. Max Verstappen is their man. Max Verstappen is basically running Red Bull. Let's just get real. Helmut Marko loves him. The sponsors love him. There's nothing he can do where they're gonna get rid of him. He's Red Bull. He's running that team. It's not Christian Horner. It's not Helmut Marko. No, it is Max Verstappen. Watch my lips. Watch my lips. Max Verstappen is running Red Bull. Very simple. Now, Checo's days are numbered. That's it. When next year comes, when his contract finishes, bye-bye. Gone. I do not know what team he's going to. He might just leave Formula One and do something else. But his days are numbered. Mark my words. That interview he gave to Sky Sports, when he says, oh, and on the radio, when he says, we know what kind of person Max is, which I agree with him. Everything Checo said, I agree. But Red Bull are not going to agree. And for once you go public twice on the radio and in the interview with Sky Sports, that's it. Your days are numbered. So I think when Checo goes next year, he do one more year, and Dan Ricciardo will be in that seat in 2024. Guaranteed. Mark my words. I said it now. Trust me. Now, after all that controversy with Red Bull, Max Verstappen gave a little interview today. I'm going to play the audio first so you guys can listen. I'm going to pause this music, and I'll just turn it down. I'm going to play this interview from This was from Max Verstappen today. I'm going to let you guys listen to it.
We had a bit of a miscommunication on Saturday and Sunday. Nothing had been said to me about a potential swap or whatever. It only came into that last lap that it was said on the radio. And I think, they should have known my response already from what I said the week before. And after that race, we had some good discussion. We put everything on the table and everything has been solved. So in hindsight, we should have had that conversation earlier, because I have never been a bad teammate to anyone. I've always been very helpful, and the team knows that. I always...
Did you hear what he just said? I've never been a bad teammate. I've always been very helpful. This guy is hilarious. Hilarious. Let's continue.
Put the team up front, because at the end of the day, it is a team effort. So, I think what we learned from that is that we have to be a little bit more open, and we just have to communicate better to each other. But after that race, of course, I looked very bad, in the media, but also they didn't have the clear picture. But to immediately put me down like that is pretty ridiculous, to be honest, because they don't know how I work within the team and what the team appreciates about me. So all the things that I've read is pretty disgusting. And also, even more than that, they started attacking my family. They were threatening my sister, my mom, my girlfriend, my dad. And for me, that goes way too far. Well, you don't even have the facts, of what actually was going on. And that definitely has to stop. If you have a problem with me, that's fine. But don't go after my family, because that is just unacceptable. But we move on. Honestly, I have a great relationship with Checo. But I just don't understand when people don't have the full picture to immediately start attacking me like that. But I hope one day, they actually understand what was going on, because it's just unacceptable behavior of so many people. Also in this paddock, to be honest. It's not only fans, but a lot of people, what they have been writing about me is just ridiculous.
Did you hear this guy? This guy is hilarious. Max Verstappen. I'm a good teammate. Yeah, right. I'm easy to get on with. Yeah, right. Listen, you stupid ass geek, right? You're toxic. People know what you like. And making statements on the radio with Sky, it's not going to change it. We know what you like. This is a guy who used to say, oh, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people say about me. I never saw nothing about anybody going after his family. That's just me. I never saw nothing about it going on, people going online talking about his sister and about his mum. But I saw this. That's Max Verstappen's mum. She put in on Twitter, then in the evening, cheating on his wife. She was referring to Checo. And immediately, she deleted the tweet. Listen, what it boils down to, that team is toxic. And when Checo leaves, when Checo finally leaves, it's going to be better for him. Trust me. It'll be better for him. Even if he has to go to Haas, he'll be better out of that toxic team. Because whoever goes to that team, like I've said before, it's always going to be about Max Verstappen. Very simple. Now, I'm going to play the Checo one. Where is it? This is the Checo interview. You can see he has been briefed. They've been all briefed, because when you know they've been briefed, they're all coming out and they're saying the same thing, but in a different way. They're all talking about, it's social media attacking us. It's social media. Listen, you stupid ass geek. Right? Where was all this shit when Lewis Hamilton was being subject to racism for 15 years? 15 years. There was nothing from Formula One. There was nothing from the FIA. The reason why the FIA got involved, let me tell you now, the reason why the FIA got involved is because Lewis Hamilton brought the Black Lives Matter into Formula One, which they hated, by the way, and this is why they screwed him. This is why they screwed him. Trust me. As soon as he brought that Black Lives Matter into Formula One, that was it. They said, we're going to get you. You're not going to get away with that. And that's why Abu Dhabi happened as well. It was all engineered for Abu Dhabi. They never probably thought, nah, it's not going to come down to Abu Dhabi. They probably thought, yeah, Max will probably win the title before Brazil. But they didn't know about the spicy engine. They didn't know about the spicy engine. As soon as that spicy engine made its way into the W12, that was it. That was it. Game on. So they had to orchestrate, they had to do everything they could so Max Verstappen will have that edge in Abu Dhabi. But he didn't have the edge in Abu Dhabi because Lewis Hamilton was winning it by 13 seconds. 13 seconds he was winning. And then all this shit unraveled. All this shit unraveled. It was done by design. Design. Now, this is Sergio Perez's interview. It's 1 minute long. Let's play it.
I'm cool with that. We have discussed everything internally, you know. There's been a lot of speculation going on social media, a lot of hate that is not nice to see, you know. And we just ready to move on as a team. What happened there, we discussed it, and we are ready to move on as a team.
Okay, there's been a lot of speculation about Monaco as well, a race that you won, about what happened in qualifying. Do you want to just put that to bed again?
Yeah, there's nothing for me or nothing new that I need to comment, you know, on that regard. I just want to move on. Nothing really to comment on those speculations, you know, or open anything on that regard. I mean, it's quite clear what happened. You know, I just had a bad lap and chasing the lap time in Monaco. Everyone can make mistakes, and not only in Monaco, in any other track. So, yeah, nothing really more to add.
Basically, horse crap. There was all brief to say the same thing, and he's got to protect his spot because, you know, if he went out and went rogue again, then exit his contract would be terminated today. If Checo Perez went out on the Sky Sports today and he outed Red Bull again, they would terminate his contract right now. He's just playing the game. We know how it is. He's just playing the game. We know how it is. Yeah, that's it. But I'm telling you now, his days are numbered. 1 more year on his contract and he'll be gone, and I think Daniel Ricciardo is going to replace him. And that's it, man. That's all the news I've got for you today. So, this is Solo P1. Don't forget, yeah? Don't forget, there's a space on later. I'm going to be streaming later, F1 space. Look out for that on my channel. It's going to be, I think, about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock UK time. So listen to that. It's going to be streaming. It's on for an hour and a half. So it's got a good discussion on the space. It's a midweek space. So look out for that later. So that's it, man. Just, you know what to do. You want the audio? I'm on Spotify. I'm on TuneIn. I'm on Apple Podcast. I'm on Amazon. I'm on all of them. Any podcast, F1 reviews, podcast. There's a few more going up today. I'm putting another 4 up today. I'm trying to catch up the backlog because there's been I'm behind about 7 podcasts. So I'm going to be uploading a few today and a few tomorrow. So you got something to listen to for the weekend. So this is Solo P1. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. All the socials will be in the description below. This time I'll put them in the description below. So look out for them then. So this is Solo P1. Thank you very much, guys. Flaming Tarmac. See you later, guys.